In this week's Help My Home, we're going to call on our favorite home improvement guy, Gator. Here you are.
Hey, this is Gator with a few easy hacks to help you help your home. It's early spring here in the South, especially in Florida. It's mid-70s and has been for a few days. Most people have run their air conditioner a few times. This is a great time to clean out your drain lines for your air conditioner. These things will get backed up. They get algae built up in them. It'll back up in your evaporator inside or in your closet or in your basement or wherever it may be, and it'll flood there. Most people around here have them in their attic, and it'll flood your house. So you need to clean these out a couple times a year. Some of the older styles, and if you ask the installers, they will install a T in the line up there, and you can pour some bleach in it. If you call someone to clean your lines, this is how they're going to do it. And you just get you a little shop vac. This is a little Stinger from Home Depot, probably 20 years old. And you find your drain line. Now, this one just happens to be black. Some of them are white. I painted this one. Usually they're outside right next to your unit. This one just happens to be around the corner a little bit. You just put your hose on here, just like that. Turn your air conditioner on and run your shop vac for about 30 seconds. Now, if your hose is bigger than your line, then just put some tape around it or a piece of cloth or something there to cover up the gap. You do this about twice a year, you're not going to have any problems with your air conditioner drain lines backing up. And if you ever have one back up in your house, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, then. Next! I'm going to give you a couple of Gator Pro pool tips. Okay, I've been doing this a long time. I built this pool a couple of years ago. This is a saltwater pool. The biggest thing I can tell you is you need to check your chemicals. And I mean on a regular, not just once every 2 or 3 weeks. You need to check them every couple of days until you know they're steady for a while. You need one of these test kits. This is a Taylor test kit. You can get these off Amazon. This is the same stuff the pool stores and everybody uses, okay? This is easy. It's got all the directions right here. It's simple to test your chlorine, your pH, everything you need to test right here. And this thing will save you tons of money and tons of headache. You won't have to continue to go to the pool store, continue to have them sell you stuff. This will test your water. It'll tell you right here exactly how to use it. It's got a little book in there, tells you what to add. You can go buy your chemicals anywhere you want. Taylor test kit, that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, pool noodle. Got you a piece just long enough to go over your net. Now this is a net that scoops leaves off the bottom and stuff, but I use this for the top and the bottom. And when you put a pool noodle on there like this, it's gonna float the net for you. And you can just float it around. You can still push it under the water, look, and it'll just float right back up. You don't have to worry about dragging it around when it's long, extended, full of leaves. It's gonna float right there for you. This is a game changer. And when you drop it in the water, you'll be able to get it. All right, then, next. So if you deal with mosquitoes, like most people do, especially in the South, these things will wear you out. You're always looking for something to keep them away, right? So this thing's called Spartan Mosquito Control. I heard they were good. I'm not selling this thing. You can get it at Amazon. You can get it at Ace. You can get it at Tractor Supply. I've never used it, but I'm going to give it a try and see what happens. But they come, there's like 2 tubes in a box, right? And you take this little lid off, put some water in here, you shake this stuff up. It's got some powder in there. And they say that you hang it around your property 80 feet away from where you're going to be hanging out. So if you put like one on each corner of your property, it's supposed to keep the mosquitoes away for 30 days. I'm going to put a few of these out. I'm going to show you how I hang it up in the tree or wherever I'm going to put it here. I'll find a spot. And then I'll give it a few days and I'll come back and do a part 2 and we'll see if it really works. So I took the white cap off. I filled it with warm water. It's got a little line right here. You shake it up, dissolves this powder in here. You replace it with this black cap and it's got this little hook. And we're going to hang it on this tree right here on the edge of my property. Just like that. So that's all there is to it. I'll put 3 more of these around my property for a total of 4. I think they fly inside that thing. So we'll come check it in a few days and we'll see if it works. All right, then, next. Okay, so I'm back with part 2 of the Spartan Mosquito Tube Control. It's been about 4 days. I don't really think this is long enough to be able to tell if they really work or not. But in my opinion, in the last 4 days, I have seen fewer mosquitoes in the evening than I have normally. Did it eliminate all of them? Of course not. Be sure to catch my home hacks and more right here on the Daily Flash.